We are General by Eyewitness News analyst Lieutenant General Reginald Centracchio. President Obama addressing said in that speech he wants to find out how this happened. A military base, 40,000 troops, armed soldiers. How does something like this happen?
I think we really need to understand the motive, perhaps, as we get into the how it actually happened. But apparently there was a compromise of security. But if they were in uniform and part of the overall scene, it's very hard to distinguish when something's going down until it actually happens. So I think we need to really wait until the actual investigation takes place to determine how it did happen.
Fort Hood is home to the Wounded Warrior Program, which helps soldiers who are dealing with PTSD. Do you think that there's any connection?
There could be. It appears that whoever did this was deranged to begin with, and to some extent had psychological. It was a matter of post-syndrome, stress syndrome, then I think we need to understand that this kind of thing happens. But the Army is doing as much as they possibly can to identify it and treat it before we get situations like this.
After the shooting, Fort Hood was put on lockdown. Other bases were increasing their security. What were we doing locally?
Locally, I did talk to the Rhode Island National Guard. They are sustaining their height of security. They're becoming more aware, obviously, and just watching and monitoring to make sure this isn't part of a larger scheme across the nation.
And we know this is still very much developing, but is there any way that this could have been prevented?
I think, based upon what I'm seeing right now, probably not. These things, unfortunately, are going to happen, and you don't really recognize exactly what happened until it actually happened. I think we can look at it in the future and perhaps have some additional consequences as it relates to security before we allow things like this to unfold.
All right. Thanks, General, so much for your insight. We appreciate it.
Good to be here.
All right. Thank you.